We're going live, so the
Is-
mailman's in the library.
Yeah, right.
Is fiberglass good for your nose or no?
Allegedly, no. No. Neither is talking endlessly to somebody. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad you put a background back up there, mailman. It looked like you were in a like a Catholic church back room about to be touched.
That's the kids. You know, those are the kids' books.
Oh, well, here, play it into my story.
I don't do much reading.
Oh,
Coco's back in his luxury living room.
Oh, I'm on vacation. I'm celebrating, boys.
the only thing I'm happy about you winning the Beast is that the podcast goes back-to-back years of winning the Beast.
Yeah.
And we all were wrong.
Well, we'll get into that later, but
It doesn't shock me at all.
no. Murderers Row had some fucking words for me. Per
Oh,
usual.
They came in third, though.
yeah.
I mean, one of them to pick the winner, but it's all the boys. It's DJ BBV, Sexy Lexi, Oski, like it's all the boys that love us. Big Cabo, Little Cabo, it was fun.
Before you say more, can we look at the fact that Mailman's head is so bald and shiny that he has disappeared?
I haven't shaved in like a couple days. Too.
I got the fucking neck beard going. I'm like, I gotta clean this up before this baby comes. I got fucking worried last night, boys.
Uh-oh.
Amanda texted me at like 4:30. She's like, you may want to pack your bag. She goes, these are like, I'm like real contractions. And then we got like our 38-week update like in the app or following. And I was laughing last night. She can probably fucking hear me. I was laughing last night because she got up and couldn't walk out of bed because she was getting that lightning crotch. And today on the 38-week update was lightning crotch is a thing. So I felt bad for her last night. I feel bad for her in general. I just went up to her. We went out, grabbed a bite to eat, and I just kind of gave her a little squeeze on the leg, and you would have thought I punched her in the face. Like, she is so swollen. I feel bad for her.
We were packed like a month and a half ahead of time.
She's good to go. We've got diaper carts, all over the place, ready on both floors. We've got a snack bag. She's got her bag. We got the baby stuff ready. So last night, I put the baby seat in my car in case when I was at league, Amanda was like, we're in labor. So the baby seat's good to go now in the truck. Like,
Did you bring it by a fire station?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
do that.
they'll
check. They'll make sure everything's perfect.
That's just a suggestion. You can figure it out.
I literally had Cy hop in the back of my HRV. There's that big guy just fucking yanking on it as hard as he could. It was perfect. It was awesome.
Let me tell you, all 300 and a couple extra pounds of me yanking on that car seat last night didn't move. We're in good shape. So I didn't use the lap shoulder belt. So we've got 2 anchors in the truck. I got 2 anchor points. So I did the anchors and I just fucking yanked the excess out. I was fucking yanking that thing like my dick on a fucking Thursday night. Like,
just a bunch of yanking.
Yeah, it was just, I was getting my masturbation in and that thing wasn't moving at all. Look at this, McCorson fucking umping and watching. McCorson I'm pissed I didn't get to see him. Him in Hall of Fame, New England USSSA Hall of Fame inductee in 2025, Richie Fowler, were up here this past weekend. I never got to see them. I was bullshit.
I got to spend some time with Richie.
Who's this fucking Mikey Anderson? Isn't 7-Eleven?
Isn't
7-Eleven?
He's back to normal.
Okay, so he's back. All right, so it's not 7-Eleven Hibachi. So he got himself a real job, or
yes,
he's hitting again. Like
he's pest control.
Yeah,
I told him I'm still calling Evan before I call him.
Yeah, Heaven might be putting out a fucking pest control calendar with the way
he's a veteran
these days. He's fucking looking good.
He's back.
So Mikey's saying he went to the gym. He's not going to let Heaven be the only in shape pest control in the biz.
He's getting ready for the Bololi.
I like that. I wish I was going to the Bololi this weekend. I just can't be an hour and a half away and all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're in labor. Like, I will be a fucking mess. I'll be like Coco on a fucking Tuesday trying to get to the gas station.
Labor takes about 24 hours.
I understand that, but my
You have
anxiety.
plenty of time to
I
get
know.
back.
That's also why I popped about 25 milligrams before I jumped on the show.
Oh, we're
So that
back.
you can't drive.
Yeah.
And I'll have you know, my anxiety when that transmission blew, I just fucking slowly got myself into. I even said it after. I was like, where was my anxiety during all of that? I'm going 40 in the fast lane. There's just cars all around me, and I'm like, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Here we
I
go,
would've
just
fucking-
trying to get there.
Wow. Coco is a stud, Mikey. Coco is an absolute stud, and he's continuing it, and it really is starting to bug me. It's
As
starting
long-
to bug me.
If you want to take me out, you just have to have Dustin watch anything I'm doing, and at that
Yeah.
point, it's over.
Well, Dustin, where the fuck were you Sunday? Although I think he gave me a little podcast nod on Sunday.
I did.
Coco did.
Oh, he
I-
did. Oh.
Yeah, I hit a seed into left, and I was like, it was on a line. I'm like, this is going to be caught by the left fielder, no problem. And then I remember Coco's there, and he doesn't like to play aggressive, so
That's-
I was all set.
That's absolutely not true. That's not what he thought. That's not what went through his head. Someone goes, I kept it in front of me and picked it up and threw it right in. And someone goes, you shouldn't have thrown to the cutoff. You should have thrown to first. He didn't even run. I was like, you didn't run? He goes, no, I just assumed you were going to catch it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't want it to go by me. I didn't feel like starting that with you. And he just was standing there out there in the outfield, or at first base.
And I try to grab a double any chance I get. Anytime the ball goes into the green, unless if it's right.
Doesn't
at the
sound like it.
outfielders.
It sound like it sounds like you were.
I'm telling you,
No,
this
no.
one was right at fucking Coco. Coco
It dropped.
should have caught it.
And that came from the infield. They're like, that just dropped. And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't going for it anyway. I'm not letting JRo get a triple because the ball gets by me on a dive.
You know how excited I would have been. I would have.
You know how I
fucking-
didn't let
I would have been naked at third base if I got a fucking triple by getting it by you. I would have stripped completely and
We didn't
taken
do
my
that.
runner.
Well, your other guy, Hill, tried to get it by me, and I just threw out a hand and slapped it down. I don't need a glove. I just put my body in front of it and don't even bother trying to catch it anymore.
Yeah, so Dustin, would have been great if you showed up at Riverside against Hitman. We could have used a little extra.
I watched one of his games, and I would not watch his at bats, and then I watched his at bat, and he made out
Yep.
every time, anytime. When I was watching him on Saturday, I would just turn around.
Yep.
I was at the field, and I was just looking the other way. Boom, hit
It was the nicest thing he's ever done for
every
me.
time.
Benny Call. Benny Call is a guy that is good for me during home run derbies. I like being around Benny. I always get a good chance to chat with Benny and talk about hitting. How has he not been released from suspension yet? He was that guy was in
Couple
the
more
soccer
weeks.
fields.
Couple more weeks, I heard.
So
Can
I
we
heard
get Benny Call's bats. Whoever took him at the Plex, give
I
Benny
know,
Call
yeah.
his fucking
That's
bats
bullshit.
back.
That's bullshit.
please.
it really is. Did you guys hear the new thing where the suspensions have gone up the ladder to national?
Yes.
And it takes a while, I guess, to come back because they want to do it for multiple years.
I've
So
heard I heard another week to 2 weeks minimum.
So I've heard two things. I heard one, Dustin, to your point, yes. Locally, you can only suspend for a year. So if you want to go further than a year, it has to go to the committee.
Mhm.
Snides, I also heard that new information was presented recently. So that is also what is taking a little bit longer now.
Hopefully the truth.
Didn't he retire a few years ago?
Paul
Who,
Pierce?
Paul Pierce? He shit his pants.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. He got
Pretended to
carted
be
off.
injured. What a
Yeah.
move. What a move,
It's
guys. I
awesome.
shit my pants. Get me a wheelchair.
I was getting on I had my fucking one-on-one with this morning. They're whatever. One-on-ones, what the fuck are they for? If you're gonna actually have good conversations, that's fine. But if they're just whatever, I used to have great ones, but whatever, got me in trouble. So I thought I had a fart. Oh boy, that little wet had a little extra. So good thing for the bidet. Kept the butt cheeks clenched, went right to the fucking booty hole, and took care of business. It was lovely. A little shard action never hurt anybody. That's why the bidet is what you need in your house.
See, usually when I have a shard, it's like when I'm rounding first base, and I'm like, "Oh,
Gives you
You
extra
ever do
gas
that?
to get to second. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, and you do the. I'm gonna have to go
Not
check
good.
this one after this. I'm gonna need a runner right now.
See, I'm a weird one. Like, I don't shit until after the tournament's over.
Okay, I wasn't trying to shit as I was rounding first. Sometimes you just like you
Shit.
say, yeah.
Although-
Sometimes you just let out a fart and a little bit slides out, and you're like, oh no.
I will tell you, the trouble used to be when I was going down to Taunton, had a coffee or two, a donut, a bagel, and half a pack of cigarettes. I was like, ugh, I shouldn't have done that at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Slip and slide, get loose.
Three
So
sips of coffee, I'm on the shitter. Instantly.
Yeah, I don't do coffee on tournament days.
Really?
I strictly stick to energy drinks because they don't make me shit as much.
I drink 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and it doesn't make me shit.
Oh,
I think at this
wrong
point,
with
Until you're heading to Taunton.
yeah.
Well, that was usually,
It was
I'd
the
leave
bagel.
here 5, and I'd already be 3 darts deep before I got to fucking exit 3 to stop at Heavenly Donut. That was my stop. I'd stop at Heavenly Donut. I get a large coffee, get 2 bagels, and then I'd continue on. I would crush fucking a half a pack before I'd be in Taunton, and it's just like I have way too much nicotine and caffeine in me right now.
And bagel.
I don't.
That's a lot of
I-
bagel.
Two bagels is a lot of bagels. It's a lot of bagels. That's a lot of carbs right before you're about to. Maybe the night before.
It's
I
a big
usually
body
don't
to
even-
keep motoring.
I don't eat until I know that we're done for the day. Because if not, I mean,
I'll eat in the
Literally.
morning.
I'll maybe grab something small, and I don't eat
Yeah.
until I know we're done for the day.
Didn't you send us pictures from the right outside Vieira when you were at the stadium for a tournament this year, where you were going to a fucking buffet at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, we were probably 0-2.
They're out.
Yeah, man, I can't. I try not to eat
Oh.
until I'm like we're done.
Yeah, it's tough to eat if you're playing a lot of games in one day.
Mhm.
But that's where
Yeah.
peanut butter and jellies come into clutch situations. Like I'm a big cheap white bread, peanut butter jelly, because that energy gets into you quick. Like you get some protein, you get some good stuff going, and it keeps your energy going. And it's not heavy, so it's a good between like a little.
You're
long
not
break.
getting as much protein as you think you are. in
No, I'm
peanut
not getting
butter.
protein at all. But it's at least good energy. We'll just say that.
Yeah,
Those are
white
tough.
bread is not considered good energy. I don't think.
Talking to
White
people
bread,
this weekend, there was some white bread that is quite good energy at the end of tournaments, it sounds like.
Yeah, fucking hey. It's usually
Just give
cut
me
up into very
Just give me a
small
Mountain
slices.
Dew.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bring It. Let's go, baby. We had ourselves a fucking weekend. Well, some of us had a weekend. Some of us just had a lovely trip to the Midwest. But no, it was a beautiful weekend for a great tournament out here in New England and New Hampshire, thanks to John Hardy and Ryan Mayotte. Didn't get a chance to check out Ease, but Hardy does a great job. Those fields out at the Suncoast are fucking amazing. Absolutely had a fucking ball. So let's get her going. D-Money, what's happening, baby? What you drinking? Tequila and Fresca?
Tequila and Fresca. I got the tequila. It's Cazadores Reposado.
Ooh,
Very good. I finished
okay.
the bottle off probably about 3 or 4 shots here. So yeah, we're mixing it in.
I like that.
Oops.
That. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of
Nothing wrong
tequila
with that.
on a
3 to
Tuesday
4
night.
shots. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I had
We're gonna
BP
have-
earlier with
Ooh.
Mr. Moore. It was Tarps Off Tuesday as well.
Oh,
Not for him.
Sunday?
He was wearing a long sleeve, but
Oh,
I
he had
was
to wear at
I
least
was
3
catching
layers.
some rays. You know?
Dustin, if I was you, and I've said this to you, I think every time I've
I'm
seen
gonna
you
mute him.
recently,
I'm going to mute him.
I would. You can't. You can, but I will unmute myself real quick. You look so fucking good. Like you look.
Thank
great.
you, buddy.
And
Thank you,
all
buddy.
your off-season diet and your workout, like you look amazing, and I would fuck you. So
8:13. 8:13.
Snides, what's happening, baby? What you drinking?
A little iced tea today.
Coco, what juice box you got?
So the sparkling water, they just put out a Starburst flavors.
Ooh.
And because I'm
What?
celebrating,
Wait,
because
wait, hold on.
The
Sparkling water. Can you get into a brand?
no, because I
Usually
can't
is.
think of the name of it. It's like the dollar.
Is it
it's a
not
dollar
sitting
bottle.
right in front of you?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I have it in a glass because
Oh.
to celebrate here on vacation, the Big Beast win, I threw a little bit of vodka in it.
You're on vacation?
Yeah, are you done already?
No, guys, it's a fucking joke. That's the whole background.
Oh.
I'm playing into it.
Oh,
Some of us won the Beast
Oh.
this weekend, so we're
Okay.
celebrating.
so yeah. Usually jokes are all about the delivery, and no one understood
I'm
that
deadpan.
one. So
I'm just
yeah.
deadpan.
Coco.
Oh yeah. I'm deadpan. Yeah, I'm just
Dustin,
very
year-
dry. Just very
year
dry.
4, we still don't pick up his jokes. Like
That's on you.
Yeah.
guys.
He's
Well,
fucking-
People were laughing.
You're hysterical.
But it tastes like a creamsicle, and I fucking hate creamsicles. So I'm just powering through. This is why
I
I
can't
drink
wait
water.
for the MFK tonight.
I can't
I
wait.
hate
to cream
I
pie.
hate creamsicles too.
You what?
Yeah.
Are you guys fucking crazy?
Dustin,
No, I
how
like
did
them.
we not hand out a fucking questionnaire before you asked these two on the goddamn podcast?
I think I just showed up.
You
Actually,
didn't. You
too.
still are still here, and you haven't fucking
Yeah.
disappeared.
I
That's
don't
the
check the
problem.
email. I
Some-
don't even think you email me. I just type in StreamYard and it brings me.
I've changed the password 6 times, and you keep showing up.
Perfect.
Somehow we've gotten rid of Chad, Jimmy, Cheeks. We've added Snyder,
Sides.
but somehow Coco has said so little that he's made it this far.
Like
I think
herpes.
he's like, like we don't. There are sometimes that we don't even realize he's there
You know how much
'Cause
money
he's-
people would
because, like herpes, he's not showing during that time.
You got to be careful because I could pop up at any time. So
Thank God it's 2024 because you're at least popping up with the right time and like you're doing the right stuff. Because here's 2023 and 22, the Valtrex was keeping you subdued pretty fucking well.
yeah,
We, need
we
to change up
persevere.
our subscription.
We persevere.
Prescription.
What balls did they use this weekend?
Thunders.
SYs?
No, yeah, the SYs.
Yeah.
Crispy?
Which are awesome in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
No, so for tournaments like this, you need to keep them in your car in the air conditioning, not in the middle, not in the sun, or
At a
put
cooler.
or in the cooler. Yeah,
That's illegal.
it's not,
Not
in
if
the
the
rules.
cooler has ice.
Not.
But it's in the USSSA rules.
I don't
What
think
is
it is.
what is the rule? Because
It's-
you're not
it's
altering.
alt-
What is it though? I'm asking because
You're
you're not
altering the
altering the
ball.
ball.
You're
It's
not.
you're not.
It's harder.
You're not
So
even.
then
You're
when
not
do
even
we-
taking it out of the bag.
Can we not play at night?
I'm 95% sure that's in rules.
I don't think it is.
Should we
If-
talk about that
yeah.
tournament where we played behind the school in Connecticut?
Hickey's
Yeah, And
yeah.
fucking balls are sweating because people are taking them out of the cooler.
And
Dustin.
and an umpire who might have shown up first to comment on tonight's stream. Look, I threw it to him. It was muddy. He wiped it off and threw it back to me and said, "Play."
And then almost fought Josh Moore. And it was awesome.
Yeah, like they threw in the ball, and I was like, "This ball is wet," and I like rolled it to him, and it rolled it to the catcher, and it was full of mud. It was like mud because the ball was
I'm
wet.
gonna look it up right now. I'm pretty sure it's real.
If someone's in the or we could just have someone in the comments. We have 51 people here. Hickey's got to be in here. Somebody's got to be in here. What's the rule, and where is it in the book? Because I don't think it is in the it is in the rules.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. The practice of keeping softballs in the cooler has been deemed unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is it though?
What is yelling, I'm going to fucking kill you? What has that been ruled as? Because that
That's-
happens still too. And I feel like we got
And is that unsportsmanlike conduct?
That's a
Where's
problem.
that?
That's assault, brother.
What if I yell, "I'm going to fuck you"? Is that different?
Also assault.
Dustin's not in the game. So it doesn't count.
Just the nice kind.
Oh, the nice kind. Yeah, that's thrown under a pretty vague rule. I've never once seen it called, even when the umpire absolutely knew it was coming out of the cooler.
I've seen JB warn teams at the Firecracker. If I hear this again, you guys will never be able to play here again in the Firecracker.
And
Allegedly, this all took place at the Firecracker.
yeah,
it was
And the
probably
response was, why would you guys do that? Because when we were playing teams in the Plex, allegedly, they were doing it and it was fine.
yeah.
So
That's why you need to get dry ice. You don't
No,
need
that's-
that wet ice. You need the
Just
dry
put them-
ice.
That's
Hot
why
ice.
you just use a ball. It's not temperature sensitive. Use a fucking use
Right.
a Pro One. Use
Or
a hard
put, or put them in the car, AC on for a little while. I mean,
Yeah.
that's doing the same fucking thing.
I
you have
did
to be
that.
driving around.
I did that when we left. Alumni went from Portsmouth to Rochester. I found 2 of the home run balls, and I got mine back, and I put it in my cup holder, and the fucking AC was blowing directly on it. I mean, we played a fucking hour after, so it didn't matter. But
Oh, so we beat you with you being unsportsman. No big deal. No big deal.
no, because we actually threw in new balls. We threw
Evil.
in brand new balls every inning against you guys.
Evil
Worked
shall
so
not
well.
prevail, is what I'm learning.
The other thing I saw was just teams have their balls sitting out in the sun, which is also
Yeah.
just not smart.
I mean, keep them in a backpack, keep them unzipped, hanging from the fence.
Right,
Not in the
exactly.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fine. I mean, the night game, your Saturday night game was like the ball was flying.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was nice.
As
No
soon as
bat
we
testing.
no,
Negative.
No.
I fucked up. I was swinging a bat that tested. I would have passed any tester.
You
That's
didn't
a
fuck up
mistake.
because you were swinging to Louisville, though, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I was
Yeah.
swinging the catalyst. Oh boy, did the catalyst swing well too? Let me tell ya.
Yeah, that's the one thing about those Louisvilles. They hit any fucking ball, man.
Yeah.
They hit any ball, and
Mhm.
they're if they're still in one piece, they're or two piece. If they're not broken, they're passing compression.
Yeah.
No, that thing. All of my Louisvilles were. I was swinging the catalyst all week, and I was going into the weekend swinging the mic, the magic
Mhm.
mic. And Thursday night or Friday night, I pulled out. I had my magic mic because I still need to kind of get ready to it. And there will be EB stock tonight. Yes, Jeremy. And then I pulled out the catalyst, and I have a super secret BP spot that me and one of the guys hit at. And catalyst 12-inch barrel, full ounce end load, and I just started fucking rocking balls. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens. And Jesus, fuck, did I love it?
Yeah.
Like ba da ba ba ba.
I gotta tell you,
There's something in the works for that tomorrow. I think I got
McDonald's?
something coming. I think something's coming out tomorrow like that.
How about a senior bat coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, it's finally you can officially tell everyone.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. Like I thought we talked about it. I said that to Dustin. You dropped early after the show one night. I said it to Dustin. I go, I thought we talked about fucking Hummer's senior bat
Yeah, we
live on
did
the
it
show.
after the show.
a little drunk a couple of those nights.
Yeah.
Hummer, Matthew Hummiston has a fucking signature modeled senior bat coming out tomorrow at noon.
And guess what? Same specs as the Magic Mic.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Congrats
Yeah.
to Hummer.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
Hummer Snides. Hummer reminds me a lot of like you, Hickey. Some of these other guys in the game have always been great to me. That I never knew. Players, different people, like, and it's just everybody I ever talked to fucking says great things about Hummer, and to see something like this happen to Hummer is fucking unbelievable at 73 years old.
Yeah, he did it on his own too, man. I didn't help him out. Like I got him. Me and Charlie got him aboard. I got him on as a pro,
Yeah.
and he did everything else on his own: selling the bats, advertising, being a part of the group. They told him that I wasn't even something that I brought up. They said, "Hey, we're going to give you your own bat."
That's awesome.
So, man, we got a couple more coming out tomorrow that are
That looks
pretty nice
sick.
looking.
Yeah,
so-
like I haven't seen the actual bats, but just like
Oh,
you've got
they're-
the Aurora Borealis here, and then you have the fucking Apocalyptic, and I'm like,
So the Aurora is our balance bat. That's going to be ASA, U-Trip, and senior. And then the other one is going to be our mainline. This would be a mainline bat with the radioactive and all that.
Love that.
do you know what the
everybody-
specs are for the main line?
It's a little gamey. You know what I mean? You have one already.
I have one already.
You have the same
Oh.
specs. It's a little gamey.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
a foot long.
Yeah,
One
that's what
ounce
you
end
like.
load.
That 1 ounce.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
foot long 1 ounce is awesome.
I will advise, if you are going to buy this, maybe consider buying an ounce lighter than what you
Lighter.
normally swing.
On the 12 with a full, yes.
12 with a full is very
Yes,
heavy.
very
They
heavy.
swing very heavy.
Mhm.
So, and even with Louisville, like, and D, even in yours is the 27. My 27 3/4 Magic Mic versus your open season, which is a 12-inch full ounce
It's
feels
very different.
like
Yeah.
it feels considerably heavier.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, but once you get that barrel,
Mhm.
Those
They're-
bats are stupid. I
night
was
and
hitting it
day,
today.
yeah, they're good.
You
Yeah.
actually almost gave me your open season on Saturday, and I was like, no, like I'm
Yeah.
loving the Catalyst right now, and I also am weird, and I need to get more spray, and I didn't want to dirty up your bat.
Oh, I
But-
sprayed mine already.
All right.
But my buddy took his out of the wrapper today, and it still like instantly had that Anarchy crack sound
yeah.
on it. It's
Mhm.
fucking awesome, dude. I
Yeah,
love the way that Anarchy.
So Hummer and
sound.
them guys are using the Magic Mike supplied in Winstead, but stadium balls, they're like 4 weeks in. Guess what, 4 weeks in, like 6 teams. Guess what it's testing at?
250,
275.
255. Guess what the tantrum that's in there is testing at?
185.
190.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They say
that'll just
that's
show you-
not where it's supposed to be.
That'll just show you that we're doing good things.
So when we see a bunch of tantrums at Sea Worlds and lower,
Yeah.
They've seen a tantrum this weekend. That sounded good.
yeah,
It's funny. I had a conversation yesterday because I put a bat of mine that's completely clean, just doesn't
Mhm.
pass. I have that in the bag just in case it hurt a shotgun. I wanted to have, a gun for the gunfight and not just a knife. And we were talking. He was like, "Well, why wouldn't you fucking swing it if they're not tested?" I'm like, "Well, I almost have Coco fucking coming in me, like in a sense
Why am
of
I
like."
coming in you?
what?
Because it's just more of like I'm like, I don't know,
Coming?
because I've been pretty
Wait.
open about it and saying certain things, but like just that bad I don't feel like should be out there. Also, I was swinging well with the other one, so like
And
what
you
does
don't
it really
need it.
matter?
Yeah,
you don't need it these days.
Yeah, the thing that is tough is that you have gone out here and said it.
Yeah.
So like now if someone sees you, like that's also kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And I hit a ball with the bat I was using that's probably a 280 over the curtain and left at Alumni at 12 o'clock. So
Did
like,
anyone hit any of those fucking trailer parks or what?
oh, I'm sure we didn't play Gonic. Did you, Coco?
No. I got nice. I was at Alumni in Riverside, and that's it.
That's a tough tournament for you guys, huh?
Don't feel the advantage.
The two best fields.
Riverside all around could potentially, and with what they've done at that field over the last couple of years, maybe my new favorite field in the state.
Alumni is disgustingly good.
You change
agree.
fields
No,
that
no.
you love more than fucking
Nope.
underpants.
Here's why. If you would let me finish, Coco,
No.
Honey Bunny.
Nope.
Alumni is the best field, but Riverside, now you go down, it's just this whole like fucking vibe. You got teams hanging out in different parts of the parking lot. Like it's like Martell. The field is better. It's bigger. It's just a fun vibe to hang out at Riverside and Rochester. Like that's why I like it. And now that the field's in better shape, field play wise is not even in the top 5 of the state probably, but it's a good hangout spot.
I'm not going off of not letting you finish. I'm going off of last week. You said that Gold Star
Love Gold
was
Star.
your
Gold Star's
yeah.
great.
That
It's
was
a
your number
beautiful
one in the
ballpark.
state.
That's a beautiful
park
ballpark.
sucks. So bad.
I changed.
Someone
my
even brought it up on Saturday. They're like, "JRo say something about Gold Star," and I was like, "Yeah, he knows not what he does."
It's the aesthetic of Gold Star that I love. The beautiful water in the background. You got the concession. Jimmy O'Connor put it best. If there's a VFW, there's probably a drag show, so you know them all in. Like
That's all it takes. Is
It's not a
Drag
great.
shows nearby. 5 points.
Well, let's jump into the beast. Let's jump in. Let's start with the E's here, because we didn't get a chance to talk about the E's last week. Will tell you, fucking small ball out of Maine made a nice little run, and they were controlling a lot of the tournament. My guy Fatty, first off, his softball game is fine. His TikTok game is on point. This guy fucking goes out and does these breathing exercises where he just rips massive dabs and then just fucking has some fun on TikTok. He's a beauty. But the nice thing is we didn't get a chance to check out the E's, but we have people everywhere. I want to say thanks to one of my favorite umps, Cooley. He reached out to us. Cooley also, if I didn't respond to you in fucking 5 minutes, I'm sorry. Coco was telling me 20 minutes later you were already reaching out to him. Although I did earn it because I don't text back a lot right now.
You're known for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
the
he's
same. I
blocked
get the
me,
same
I was
text.
told.
So
Yeah. I'm not good at it right now. It's been a little bit. It's been a thing. So first off, want to jump into kind of what Cooley gave us a great rundown here. So he talks about Fuel Dogs. Fuel Dogs out of Massachusetts. They finished second, and they went 8-2 with a run differential of 3.1. They averaged 11.3, allowed 8.2 runs, scored 113 runs in those 10 games. So nice little showing from these boys from Fuel Dogs. Out of Massachusetts, they are out of Fall River. Yeah, of course. Fucking Portuguese. But
they got a good record, dude. They're 27-11.
Yeah. Just
That's
show
good.
up with a fucking Portuguese sweet muffin at a tournament.
they'll be in D's next. They'll be in D's next year.
I mean, they're number one in the state power rank. They're 1167 right now, 73 nationally. They've been second at the Beast, 9th at the ENIT Memorial Day. Ooh.
They won 2 back-to-back
Yeah,
NITs. Yeah.
in May.
Yeah, they'll be.
They'll
be bumped
keep
to
an
D.
eye on.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is on this team?
I don't know. I just looked up the names. I have no clue who they are.
But they had a good little run. You know, Cooley's out here saying they love the group of 10. They lost the 12 p.m. game on 11-7 a small ball. It was a quiet game until late innings. With small ball turned it on, so it was real tight. Little chatter at the end from a Fuel Dog saying, "We will see you guys again," and they weren't wrong. They pushed them all the way to the end. They got back on the field at 2 and won 19-15 over Darkside. Went over to Twardarski, 5-minute ride, won 15-13 against Chosen Apparel Bad Boys team. Take them down, got in their cars, went back to the Tell, and they won 15-5. And they got another chance at Smallwood. And then they pushed the if game. So nice little run from those boys.
I think it's small ball. You said small wood. I don't know what's on your mind today.
Fuel Dogs, my dick. Fuel Dogs won the first game 9-5, and then Small Ball won the second game 12-5. Here, the finals game, one small ball. We're up 2-0 after first inning on a 2-run home run by their coach, Giuliano. They're calling him coach in the bottom of the first. You may have forgotten it when it was an E tournament with that swing. So it sounds like he jacked it pretty good. And then after that, it was back and forth. Great defensive game, both sides. And then in the 6th, the Fuel Dogs became dogs and battled to force the if game. So small ball went up in the first, 2-0. So if game, top first, 2-run home run by small ball, Giuliano. This Giuliano guy likes to hit the fucking first inning home runs.
Maybe he should be playing E.
Yeah. Well, they won't be, right?
So you got Giuliano, and then Fatty is pitting behind him, and I guess he absolutely smashed the ball all weekend. It looked like this was another great back and forth game between these two, but small ball out of Maine comes out victorious. It sounds like in the bottom of the 7th, Cooley's boy made a comment to a player on small ball about the fact they were only winning because of walks. Cooley said you should swing the bat. At that point, I dropped a Cooley line. I called time and said, boys, you have been here battling all day, and we're not going to put it to wreck now. I will let both teams take a picture with the first place trophy so you can post it on Facebook. So I guess he got a little chirpy at the end. But it loosened up from that moment.
It's a tournament. If you're taking walks in league like that, it's a tournament.
Yeah, take walks. Yeah, if you take walks, you might win because you're getting free hits.
It's not the other team's fault. 7 walks in the game is awful.
Kevin Hill walked 3 times this weekend, and I've never seen that in 4 years of playing with him.
I will walk as many times as I can in a tournament. Are you kidding me?
It's so much easier.
Apparently, Todd had said right to Pope, don't even worry about where you throw the first pitch. He's going to swing anyway. And then I took a walk.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I
He's
swing
like,
at
he
the
swings
first.
at every first pitch, just throw it.
I swing at the first pitch like fucking 99.99% of the time.
My hitting has become so much better because I don't. I
know.
do swing at the first pitch if it's there, but like I have to be perfect to swing at it.
Yeah,
I saw a guy.
Go
I
ahead.
saw a guy swing at a first. I think it was the first pitch, completely miss it, and it hit him in the dick on Friday night, which was the fucking wildest thing. It was the wildest thing I saw until the center fielder threw it to home and soared it over the backstop.
The center fielder
Okay.
threw it from home from about 8 feet behind the second base bag.
He was still in center field.
What game are you talking about?
It was Hitman
Hitman?
versus M2 Tactical. That's when the guy threw it over the backstop. I was like, all right, I'm watching.
Time to
Ds.
go home.
I'm watching a D tournament.
He could
here.
tell that Dustin was having negative thoughts, and he threw it like right past
It was
where Dustin had been
right
standing.
next to me. I
And
was
Dustin
was like,
standing next to the press box.
I was
it
like
Stevie?
standing at it. I was like staring at it. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty high. And then I was like, oh, that might hit me. And I like had to run, and it fucking went right by me.
I would
Was it
need
other
like
team?
10,
The other
12
team.
throws to even do that.
Okay.
I can't-
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. I was impressed because he was able to throw it that far, but I was also like, where was that ball? Where was that directed to go? Was that at me, or was that?
He was sick of
Trying
your
to make a
attitude
play.
already.
I have an impressive throw for when we get to the D tournament. And I'll tell you what, this one made everybody in the park just go, what the fuck was that?
One
Cooley
thing
says, go ahead.
I just want to jump in while you're getting to all these. That new wave team. Did Cooley say anything about the new wave team? Because their overall record is 7-11, and they came in third here.
No, he didn't say anything about them.
And it looks like it looks like this is a relatively young team with the furthest back on anyone's roster is 2020, I think. So I mean that's
wow.
it's good to
I
see.
mean,
I'm sure.
they got a couple older guys on their team, but maybe those are like they got a couple of guys, and one guy was 35, one guy's 39.
Shut the
31.
fuck up about
They just-
that being old.
They just didn't.
Well,
they've never
that's
played
old.
U-Trip.
That's old for E.
Yeah.
41,
Oh, this new wave team they've got some players on
40.
here.
No, they got some older dudes, man. Some of these guys are in their 40s, late 30s and 40s, so maybe they're just getting back into it.
This isn't a bad little team. Oh, Anthony Daly's here? Okay. This isn't a bad little team, too.
So
This new wave team.
from looking
like,
at
this
the
is
roster,
young
it's a
team.
it's a bunch of young kids and some older guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Teams to watch. This is from an umpire friend of ours. He umpired 20 games. First off, thanks to all the umpires. I had a great time. I got to see Dana Shannon. Is that it? Dana Shannon. He lives up in Augusta. He comes down, does the Beast every year in Dover. Fucking love Dana. He is amazing. But I know Richie and McCorson came up from Connecticut. Got to hang out with Cal. Then obviously, Follensby. Who else do we see? Follensby,
Foster.
Chris Carr was there, right?
Foster. Was Chris Carr? Yeah, Chris Carr was up here. Dana
I think he was
Walsh.
at the E.
Sorry, Ray.
Yeah.
So like Follensby, I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of Cal Hall of Famer, I had an absolute blast, and there was only one issue with one team from Maine, and it was more about the father than anybody else. But Ty was there as well, Ty Poirier, but it sounded like it was unlike what's been going on most weekends in USSSA lately. No fights, no real issues. Everybody had a great time, and everybody, played the game how it should be.
So there was one that I watched, and it was Saturday afternoon. I was like, oh, I even yelled out. So there was a play to end the game. It was a double play. Base runner slides in hard, nothing dirty at all. They turn the double play. I watched the guy get up, kind of reach out to say, hey, good play, whatever. Does not. You can tell in his face, does not say, next time, don't fucking do it again. I'll fucking bury you. And I just yell out, we saw this 2 weeks ago. It doesn't go well.
I mean, we
What the
definitely
fuck are
made
we
some
doing?
jokes that way. Like when Ty was on the field with us, we were definitely making some jokes about brawling. But who was? What were the teams? Throw them out.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
it
not
does.
that. No, I don't do that. That's never been my thing.
We don't want to
I'll
do.
be the-
We don't want to start that. Yeah.
I'll be the one that they hate forever, even though I don't say anything different than anyone else. No big deal.
You don't say anything. Remember, Dustin already touched on this. Small ball team to watch. Obviously, they just won the beast. If they can hit their timely home runs, it sounds like they're going to be very dangerous. Fuel Dogs, they had 10 and they balled all day. They
That's
run
crazy.
like wild animals out of the box, so they're hustling. They play the game the right way. When you play them, do not take too long, or they will be standing on second. So this just sounds like just a team that hustles, works. They, I know Cooley's saying here that they never once disrespected umpires, never once argued any of his horrific strike zone. Their coach is the fucking man. Pitching, no mask, no shin guards, just a
That's
big
real smart.
smile. Jesus, what the fuck?
Don't play in an upper.
Yeah, he's playing in E's, so it should be
Yeah.
fun.
But yeah, no, so it was, he never said anything about being middle. Hats off to all of them. Number 17, you battled all day and lost to the better hitting team at the end. No need for comments. Balled all weekend. So he really has a lot of good things to say about this Fuel Dogs team. COA Bad Boys, scrappy bunch. Diamond Dogs from Maine, just definitely a team to watch. PSC, pretty sick cats. Good team. If they find a team chemistry, they'll be dangerous. Great veteran players leading them. Catcher was a classy guy. Hats off to Dark Side.
Where is this Diamond Dogs team?
I don't know.
Said Maine. I love that name, by the way.
I don't even
Love
see him. Diamond Dogs. They're from Maine. Yeah.
Free
Oh,
agents
there,
need
yeah.
a picture, but yeah. So that was it. Everything was good, man.
That was their first tournament. Diamond Dogs.
Okay.
All right.
So sounds like it went well, and I mean, hey, when I started looking at who's listen, I will be the first to say I've not paid a lot of attention to E lately this year, especially with I see how you drop off on the E division in a sense of because if teams are moving up, which a lot did last year over the last 2 years, I don't really know who's in E, but there are some guys love seeing Fatty on small ball. Patrick Hool was the tournament MVP. Angel Ortega, who's not playing for anybody anymore, tournament co-MVP. Outstanding pitcher was Patrick Hool from small ball and Angel Ortega as well. Josh Hartley from small ball, our tournament manager. So congratulations to those boys, and what a great little. Sounds like it was a great little E tournament, E Beast of the East down in Merrimack and down in the southern part of the state.
I wonder if Angel Ortega's on a D team and was just playing with an E team.
For sure he was.
Mm-hmm. That's why his team's gone.
Yeah, I'll put money on it because you know what? The same thing happens with the D Beast MVP. He's already gone. So is the third of that team. Yeah, a third of that team's already gone.
Yeah, it's not alleged. That's real.
Oh yeah.
Who was the MVP?
Woj.
It's a boy Woj.
The bad beat middle infielder, shortstop, second baseman, wherever. Like he plays in the middle. Bad beats middle guy.
The Woj. Nobody beats him.
He's gross wherever you put him in the infield.
Woj. I was trying to think this, and like I saw it in the comment today from one of the former podcast OGs that couldn't get internet, Chad. He was saying Woj is the best defensive shortstop he's ever seen play. Like he's ever seen play. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking like Ranta. I'm thinking Johnny Mello from Pro Action. Like I'm thinking of guys I've been at the field, not like at Worlds, the World Series and all that shit. Woj, defensively,
it's fun to watch.
He's a
fun to
top
watch.
3 in the entire fucking Northeast Mid Atlantic. Like
He played with you. He played with you last year, Dustin.
No,
he played with me
last year. He was with JRo last year.
Yeah.
So
Woj
some of the Murder Row guys are kind of chiming in, and honestly, there was at the beginning of the game, it was going against them, and it was like they had just pushed our shit in without lubrication.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Yep, but
They didn't even spit.
Woj made a couple of plays, and I just kind of looked over at their bench, and they just looked at him and kind of just
deflated,
clapped once, and I was like, I feel better about this now. Like it should have been no. They just looked defeated, and that's a very good team that we'll talk about later. But holy shit, he flashed it.
I'm also gonna jump in here on Murderers Row. I fucking saw all the team and like who it is, and I have been waiting to see it. And Jesus Christ, did they have some fucking words for me? I know half the fucking team. I love half the team. I've created nicknames for half of them, and I show up and they're like, "What the fuck? The fuck, JRo?" I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I do? Did I not? I didn't create a barbecue. Like DJ BBV can fucking spin tunes at any barbecue I ever have. But no, Martyrs Row. I love that. Those guys are a bunch of fucking dudes. I have fun with them, and we'll get into it. This D tournament. Haverhill is fine, whatever. There's nothing like being out at the Seacoast playing between Alumni, Guppy, and Riverside. Yes, I do like Gold Star. It's nice that we have all those fields out there. But once you get to those three fields and the entire tournament is based around Guppy, Riverside, and Alumni, God damn it, who needs a fucking blue pill when you got those three fields going?
I think I heard somebody come into Guppy and say like, "Oh, this field's really small," and I was like, no one's really hit a home run there. The fence is really, really high. It might be like Martell, maybe 5 to 10 feet further.
I think it's close to 3.
You think it's close to 3? It looks like it's it looks like it's under 3, but that high fence,
maybe
it's tough to get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you guys in the game, it was either your game or the Young Guns game where they hit the top of the fence like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. I like that field.
Whew.
And because, what is that? What do you think? It's a 12-foot fence? 12, 15-foot fence?
Yeah, I'd say 12 anyway.
Fucking love that. Love that. Like, even at a 300-foot field.
Especially because if you hit a home run, you're not getting that ball. That's the only bad part about that field. Yes. But okay, so it was 280. They say when they redid it, they moved it back to 300, and it feels like 290, 295. That's exactly.
That sounds.
I was thinking like 290, but yeah. So,
but it plays bigger. It does feel like it plays
because of the
bigger.
fence. Yeah, because of the fence. Like Martell plays bigger than Twardowski.
Oh, Martell plays like a bandbox. I feel like when we played the Wally's World, it was like 250.
That wasn't Martell though.
No,
you're thinking of Gonick. We had this conversation last week.
That field is 255, 260. Legit.
Your finger is on the pulse.
Left field right down the line at Gonick is 250.
Froggy could have put one in the trailer park with how small that park is, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm talking about the one where the river's in the back. What's that?
Oh, that's Riverside.
That's Riverside.
Rochester.
Riverside's huge. You stop it right now.
It's no way.
When you go from Gonick to Rochester, Rochester feels like you're playing in a major league ballpark. It feels so big, especially at Wally's World when you're ship facing on a single wall bat.
And just the sound of the ball off the bat there is loud too, because it's down that little.
So
hill.
Since you played there 2 years ago and in the tournament this weekend, it's night and day. They resodded the outfield.
They needed that because that outfield was atrocious.
They put up a new scoreboard, or at least they redid the scoreboard. There's new dirt in there. The league does an amazing job, the Rochester League, and I do believe Hardy runs the league in Rochester. I know Tuddy, Brian Tutt's a big part of it as well. Pucko, correct me if there's anybody else you want me to throw in here. I'm sure Pucko's a part of it because Pucko is just the fucking man. But Rochester's field over the last 2 years has significantly increased in playability and
really
enjoying to play there. They've done a great job as a league putting a lot of money into that field.
It's good.
Because it's a great place to hang out. I mean, we played B or no B there.
You know what the best part about that field was the pitching screen that was a fence that was like 4 feet tall.
Bobby Dodd did a lot of work there as well. So, that's a cool thing where you have a league that's allowed to take care of the field. Because now I'm seeing Bobby Dow with Twisted Landscape. Twisted Landscape or Twisted Landscaping is his company. He does a lot of work there. He plays in the field, plays in the league. I'm sure you guys all know Bobby. Does a lot of stuff there as well. So I know we're kind of spread out through the entire world now, but if you're in the Northeast or in the Seacoast area, give Bobby Dow at Twisted Landscaping a call. But yeah, they've done a lot of great job, and it's nice to see a league have the ability to maintain it and put the money back into the field. Coco, let's just fucking start here. The year of 2024 is the year of the Coco.
Yes.
Dustin, I'm
So they say.
adding a the. I'm adding a the. I can't do
The
year
year
of
of the-
Coco. I'm doing the year of the Coco.
Oh, I don't like
Like
that.
it's an to be passed on to others.
No, you're just you're the Coco. I
I'm
actually called you
bigger.
Corey, and somebody was like, "Who?" I'm like, "Coco."
Yep.
They're like,
That
"I
was-
have not heard." Corey.
That was me.
That was you.
I think that was me. You were like, "Oh yeah, I talked to Corey earlier," and I was like, "Corey who?"
That's also true because even before Coco had kind of settled, you would not have called me Corey.
No, I've always called you Hayes.
I went
Because-
full name on you, just trying to like, because I thought that's
No,
what people would know.
You called me
went-
guy with the mustache because that's
you went-
all I got Saturday night.
Really?
It was pretty
For me?
No, the team we were playing, every time I got up, M2 Tactical, every single time. Hey, this guy's got a mustache. The first time I was like, I do, and then they just kept doing it. I was like,
I
okay.
actually, I caught all weekend, and we were playing Hiley, I think, for Maine. Yeah, Hiley. I can't remember who it was at this point. I apologize. It was either Hiley or Young Guns. And I look at him like, Jesus Christ. I go, guys, this guy has a really thin mustache. I don't know what it's going to tell us, but oh, fuck. He proceeded to hit a double, so it didn't work. It backfired. I didn't comment on it again.
Yeah, you learn. Once they get a hit, stop.
Yeah, then I changed into his butt, and it worked.
There it is.
So Coco, you weren't there because of you had tranny problems. You had a transmission go. So year of the Coco, you still get out there and still end up winning a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to your guys? I forgot to talk to your guys when I saw them on Sunday before we played you.
Mm-hmm.
How did they like the Friday night fights?
I
Like
think
starting the beast.
Yeah, I think for a lot of them, they live in that area, so it was nice.
Right.
And I got to tell you, I think that's huge for teams. I mean, you could play two Friday, and then you didn't play again until 2:00 the next day, 1, 2, or 3:00 the next day, depending on how you had done.
I've been trying to get JB to do that for the Firecracker for years now.
Yeah, you
and-
could definitely get enough teams, at least in the area, to play on Friday to get some of those games done.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think we would have. You know, like if we had the last two games, maybe let's like if you started 7, we would have done it.
Yeah, and now there's allegedly no Directors Cup, so fields are wide open.
Yep.
So, I mean, you look at if Hitman played, I think 10 games over the weekend, you played 2, 2, 6 instead of 5, 5 or 4, 6, whatever it might have been.
That's huge.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's like playing a doubleheader league Friday night.
Yeah.
doubleheader, and then you get into that day of tournament.
Yeah.
If you can get that, if you can get 2 games on Friday instead of having 4 games on Saturday like you guys did, that's a huge advantage come Sunday when we were playing each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even playing a team later in the afternoon about Saturday night instead of it being your 4th game of the night. It's still only your 2nd game of the day. Yep. Let's say you started at 8 a.m. and then you have that 9 p.m. game at Alumni that we played. That sucks.
I thought you went to go flip the laundry real quick. You keep disappearing into your living room, Coco.
I was trying not to burp directly in. That's all the creamsicle. Yeah, Jay, we were well rested. That's why we were able to come back after getting porked by you guys. We had you right where we wanted you.
Although Big J Cruz had a fucking massive walk-off against did he walk you guys off? No, Young Guns.
He walked us. It was a solo shot that it may have hit the river on the fly. And if it didn't, it felt like it. Dustin, remember that ball that I lost in the
one that he hit straight in the air?
Yeah, he did that.
And then it landed at the fence?
He did that, except it didn't land at the first fence. It landed at the snow fence behind all of the cars, I think.
Right,
it was
stepped on.
Fucking gone. This is kind of a cool idea, right?
Love this idea.
So this is similar to what you look at in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
They have teams Asia's not going to come all the way over here to play their pool. They do their pool there, they get it out of the way, and then they come. You're playing the local teams, whatever. I don't think the guys on my team, no one seemed to care that they played local team guys that they played. I think sometimes that can make it harder when you're playing the guys that you always know.
Yeah.
Because they know exactly where to stand. They know that a little bit more.
Mhm.
But that would be really cool if you kind of make the Beast the weekend, play some local ones, and then
I don't know.
spread out.
I just don't know how you'd be able to do that, like scheduling wise on online. I think that would be your hardest part.
You can make that happen. I was gonna say, like Puck was saying, there's a lot of local. Like I was saying, if there was, the only reason I didn't go out to Rochester and watch is because we played at fucking 8:00 in Haverhill,
Right.
Mhm.
and I knew man and I were out to dinner tonight. I'm like, this is like I was trying to figure out. I'm like, league, podcast, tournaments. I'm kind of leaning towards podcast and tournaments versus league and podcast for next year when the baby comes. You know, because it's like now it's 5 days in a row. By the time, like, I might not go to league tomorrow. So, you know, like I'm looking at like Worcester. You look at Worcester and it's like, okay, you could have like Murderers Row, Woo Reapers, LAS all start in Worcester.
Yeah.
Right? Like Taunton go with Deeply Needed. But now, so you get pool play out of the way, and now you make sure that those pools don't meet each other until late in the bracket.
And how far are those fields from the New Hampshire fields?
But if you're playing in Worcester, at Worcester to New Hampshire, if you're not playing till 11 o'clock in the morning, it's
2.5
2
hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours. But even if you put them later in the afternoon too, like
yeah,
you're also just.
I mean, I could see teams playing their games there and going to get a hotel in New Hampshire for the night.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nice to get the Beast not ending at 10 o'clock at night on Sunday.
Oh
yeah.
We didn't.
I don't know.
We didn't start the one game until after 9, and
That's the same
luckily
thing
they were nice and we went quick.
That's
Same thing with the firecracker. Yeah, and JRo, it didn't end that late last year, did it?
Yep. Yeah, we were at Applebee's at about 10:30. You could tell whenever Applebee's closes, we were there about an hour earlier.
That's why I think playing those games for the Cracker Friday night gets you like a noon championship on Sunday, which would be awesome. Or a 2 o'clock championship. God forbid there's like a rain delay that gets pushed back to 5. It's not 11 o'clock at night. And you got teams that are traveling that are leaving.
What if you kind of open up those Fridays to I mean, look at how much we've had in the last couple of years to talk about the E and D teams that don't get to play in the Plex. Let the E and the D pools play in the Plex on Friday.
Right. Yeah.
Now they can't complain about that. There's less complaints about that. Yeah, you might have to spread out, but you can start a little bit later the next day.
And
those pools just don't play early.
And it would open up the gold to have to play more games on Saturday, which I don't think the gold teams are going to complain because they're done at like 2 o'clock on Saturday.
So early. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because I think what they do with the gold is they make sure that you make it to Sunday, regardless of your record on Saturday.
And then they bring all the D&E teams to the
Saturday
Plex.
night.
Yeah.
Saturday night. So
that would be fucking pretty sweet.
Which they could have been playing in Enfield, and now they have to drive all the way across, to then go back to fucking Bristol the next morning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What
my year, baby! It's my year.
I always thought that putting some games on a Friday night. Me and JB talked, and Paulie talked about the last couple of years. I always thought trying to put some games on a Friday night would be a great. First of all, I think at the Plex would be a great environment on Friday night. Look at the Directors Cup. How many people there? You get those D&E teams, but then you get those upper teams going there just to hang out and watch because a lot of them are there on Friday night. It would be awesome.
It'd be amazing.
And you could do what, a 7, 8, and 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
So you could have 15 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's getting a significant head start on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're starting to get back to 2 tournament weekends like they used to do in the old days for the old guys.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
I mean, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournaments have been that's a little bit more recent than the 2 weekend tournaments. But
no, I'm saying like a Saturday, Sunday. Now, if you start doing 3-dayers for like the Beast, Firecracker, now we can start working into like a 2-dayer for some of these bigger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta tell you, question for you boys. Interesting. Have you ever played in a tournament where you played for one team on day 1, got knocked out in day 1, and then played for another team on day 2 and have it be approved?
That's supposed to be 100% illegal.
I mean, asking for a friend. This is all
a charity.
what I've heard.
A charity tournament, maybe.
They
Even
even
those
try to
say no.
even those say that you can't do that in the
Oh, this happened.
rules.
This happened this weekend.
Yeah, this happened this weekend, and it went through online. I'm pretty sure,
Sure did.
as far as I know, which is kind of weird. Like that's kind of weird.
Looking at the teams, you're not seeing both teams anymore.
You're not. So that's not supposed to be even happen.
Yeah, so something is with the online whatever. Like
Because
it's almost like the team should be frozen on the weekends. Yeah, it's a
drop an ad. That's it. That's why this new system sucks.
It's almost like the teams need to be frozen every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. The fact,
but that's not going to happen because I think you have to go in and manually freeze these teams.
Yeah.
Because the only two frozen teams in the area. Well,
right. But that should have been right away known that this dude played on this team, is on this team the next day. That's forfeit.
Well,
the system cannot stop it.
That's tough.
But the director there could have stopped it.
Right. So they figured it out late in the game. They were already winning the game anyway, so they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And you can say the director
but
there
it was
is going to do it, but if you're using 5 fields on a Sunday morning, the director's not in all of those places, and it's just showing up online, so that the director's not checking every single roster of every single team Saturday night and Sunday morning, are they? Like that?
Like Pucko just said, you can see the times of the add and drops.
So but some of it was when I just looked, none of it doesn't show up. It does not show up the way that it's supposed to.
And they were,
but directors have a different login. They can see everything.
Yeah, but they're not looking at rosters. They're like Kick says, like they're not going to.
They're not going to call out the roster, but they're
if
the
team
that was playing, the team that picked up these guys knew that they were illegal. They won the game, so they weren't going to waste $100.
If a team protests the roster, the director 100% looks it up online.
Yes,
I understand.
Yes, he does.
Right, if the team has to do it, you're right.
Yeah,
so
the team had it in their pocket.
And JRo, what you said is not true. They would not have lost $100. You have to pay the $100. They get it back if they're.
But they had it.
No Cash App allowed.
That's bullshit, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
it. Yeah.
I mean,
it's wild that
thing that you lose that game.
It's wild that it goes through, though. You know what I mean? That the system doesn't stop it. It's very, very strange.
Yeah.
Right. Like
it's because
think about
restrictions. There's no restrictions anymore.
Yeah, I wonder how the team found out that he was on another team, unless he was like wearing the other team's jersey.
Yeah, they heard him saying their names different, like, and they you know why? Because this team played the team. This team played the team that dropped the guys on Saturday.
You got to be
kidding me. The team that picked them up played them on Sunday. I'm like 98% sure. Or somebody said something.
I can look into that.
There was a person at the field, I believe, that said those people played with the other team, and they said, "Are you sure?" And then by the time they figured it out, it was already over.
No, it was because they watched the game right before theirs on Saturday.
We had this happen at Worlds like fucking 12 years ago. We played a team from Florida, Jackass Softball. Yeah. We knocked them out of the tournament. The next day was like Sunday morning. We played West Shore Pizza. It was half the guys we beat the night before. But we were beating their ass. We didn't say anything. They were like, hey, second baseman, hey, third base. They weren't calling them by names because they didn't fucking know their names and they were on another team.
Yeah, this team played the team they beat twice in the tournament. Once in pool play, once in the bracket. So I think that's kind of, you're not all of a sudden magically having 3 starters show up on a Sunday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the wildest thing I've heard.
A weird fucking move.
Yeah,
that's weird little guys.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that was something.
They have a 15-yard penalty in the next tournament.
Yeah. Any surprises this weekend for you?
Yes.
Guys? Let's hear it.
Yeah, there's definitely some surprises, as there's always going to be in the Beast.
I'm gone. I'm back.
Coco. Let me see. I have the bracket up in front of me. Surprises.
I don't know if there really is any surprises.
Young Guns surprised
Young
me.
Guns for sure.
Let me tell you, and I talked to a couple guys on their team about Young Guns, about themselves. Young Guns last year, they got bumped. They were a good E team, but they were always picking up either other E guys, picking up other D guys to be their D chips. So I was very skeptical of Young Guns going into this weekend. I kind of was like, they're probably built really around KB, Caleb Brigham, who plays for Bad Beat and plays with Young Guns when Bad Beat's not playing. Same with Josh Moore. Morsey wasn't playing. But when I got there and saw the Young Guns playing, KB could have been out of the lineup and it would have made a difference. Young Guns shortstop. This kid's raw. He has some fucking great hands on him. Their center fielder's awesome. J5, Johnny Alexander, was the other guy they picked up. I think he's with them for the year. At least he's been with them for a couple tournaments.
That's what it sounded like was going to be the plan.
Yeah, like in J5, fuck you in right field, fucking taking some hits away from me. But Young Guns was a big surprise.
The biggest thing with that team is their vibe, man. You could tell, like, whenever they were playing, you could tell that they were playing. They're always up. Josh said that they have a fucking blue rubber chicken.
Yep, they make noises with it.
It's on their fucking jersey. It's
Okay.
awesome.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It came out at one point.
Yeah, it makes noises, but it's not the type of rubber chicken that you.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking Deeply Needed has it on their jersey. Sorry.
Yeah, no, they have a chicken that is just in the dugout. I only heard it one time, but I heard something about the chicken, and then I just look over and someone's like holding something and it's making noises. I have no idea what the fuck was going on. We had our worst game against them offensively, but the team was way more complete than I expected them to be going into this tournament, just knowing from last year. Really caught me. Really enjoy playing them. We'll say also, looking at this, Deeply Needed, I'm a little surprised went 1-4. Woo Reapers walking into this tournament, winning 3 NITs in a row, going 2-3. That and scoring 54 runs in 5 games, that hurts a little.
2-3 is 1-2 in bracket. Yeesh.
Yeah, they went 1-1 in pool.
Oof.
Yeah,
We talked highly about Apex.
yeah.
They lost a close one, I think we watched, and then that was kind of it.
2-3.
Yeah, they went 1-2 in pool, I think, or in bracket. I would also say Sultans of SWAT, the fucking
That's
boys
my
from
boys.
Connecticut, 4-2. Like we were talking about them all day Saturday.
They're from
The
Maine.
4 of us. They
Salt
Maine
and
guys are
SWAT.
Maine, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wolfpack had a good tournament.
With the roster they had, absolutely. They were missing some
6-2
guys.
Overall. They went on a nice run.
Hitman
So
surprised me, but they're missing. A third of their team will never be there again.
Who's that?
I had to get that fucking dig in.
That's
didn't
Corey.
hurt my
28%.
feelings.
Yeah, as long
28%.
whenever they leave New Hampshire, it's like half the guys don't go.
We didn't even have to leave New Hampshire.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think that's what JRo was originally saying. But
I will tell you, I got to play the Vermontish. We played the Vermontish. We beat the Vermontish in the bottom eighth. Green Mountain Boys. They went 5-2. They lost to us, and they lost to Coco. They lost to the podcast because we've been blowing them so much this year.
They were like, we'll give them this one.
They do look athletic. They do look really athletic. Watch
They
them.
are.
Because they are.
yeah, they are.
They play the game the right way, and this is what I was getting into, the impressive throw. You want to talk about an impressive throw? Their fucking center fielder caught a ball on the fence. And I think we were scoring from second. Maybe it was to the fence. He fucking grabs it on the fence. Fucking a dart to home. Yeah, it was a little bit of a rainbow because you're throwing it 300 feet. Guy fucking throws it on a dime to home from his foot being on the fence in center field. It was unfucking real.
Yeah, I think it was like a double of the gap that he picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a dart.
Threw him out.
No,
They
we
just
beat
missed
it
them.
by a step. A fucking step from second and a quick guy running.
So
But they play the game the right way. I love these guys. I talked to Silas last night. Sorry, Coco, you can jump
No
in a
worries.
sec. They play the game the right way. Their pitcher is fucking nuts. Silas was playing me push. The 6-1 hole was fucking wide open. I fucking hit one there. Their pitcher, Ty Delphia, took fucking 2-3 steps off the mound, filled that hole, and ate it. Like it was the kid does a good job. Coco,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say?
So one of our Vermont guys this weekend he's like, oh yeah, they all played at Castleton. And he pointed, he's like, the left fielder, he was a starting shortstop. The center fielder, he was a starting shortstop there. The right fielder, starting shortstop. The shortstop, starting shortstop. The second baseman, starting third baseman, something like that. It was like, so that makes sense. They're all athletic. They all have very good arms. They don't get tired.
This might be the best thing about them. Because there really isn't. I mean, you've got Pucko saying they're built to win Fiera. You've got Cabo in here saying their outfield is sick. Like, look at this. Fucking the center fielder's guy can't. Like, you recognize it very quickly. These kids, these guys, they do a fucking great job. I'm telling you what. For you to hit a ball into the gap against this team, you had to fucking hit a ball into the gap. You couldn't, like, sometimes how you get a ball, you elevate it a little bit and it kind of falls in the gap. You had to hit it on a line to get in the gap. Like, it is. They play the game the right way. Bunch of great guys. Really enjoyed it. Like, they're going to do well this year.
Yeah, I was very impressed seeing them up close.
Speaking of up close,
I'm definitely gonna watch them at the Cracker.
yeah, they're definitely worth watching, man. Like, they're just, and they're a good bunch of dudes.
And you can watch their streams. They have their own Facebook page.
Yeah, I know. I gotta join it. I just watched it. I was watching it this weekend.
I didn't get a chance to watch. I watched a couple innings of LAS. I watched one, half a game behind a car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a weird spot that you were sitting.
Yeah, you know what though? That's where my truck was, and that's where the seats were, and I didn't. I'm telling you what.
Camping chairs are stuck to the ground.
Dude, it's I was on my tailgate.
Oh.
Catching all weekend, I think it helped me hit against you guys.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you got,
it helped me
you
at
got
the
your
end.
legs. You got your legs, bro.
You think it helped you?
Lieutenant
I mean,
Dan?
of course it did.
But first, like, listen, I know I joke around about first, but like,
You have to be mobile at first. You're
Yeah.
running to the
Catching,
bag every play.
you could just fucking chill, bro.
Yeah.
I was fucking, my mouth was tired.
That actually came up that your hitting didn't tail off, and in tournaments where you play first, your hitting tends to tail off as it ends.
Yeah, and I said that to Colby. I said it to TA. Like, there's definitely some spots I wish I was out in the field still, but like, Mitch played a great first base for us all weekend, and when he went to pitch, I jumped in at first.
George isn't bad there.
Huh?
George isn't bad there either.
No, right. So like, I rather catch and hit like I did this weekend versus play first, play it well, and hit meh. But anyway, that Murderers Row team, they are good. They're Facebook. I actually went up to them. I was like, how many fucking Facebook posts are we going to see if you guys win this?
They've been together for years, bro. They've been, on and off.
Right. They've been bumped. They've been bumped to C. Now they're back down in D. I mean, they have, like, a lot of those guys on the team have C experience. So
Jay, like 5, 6, 7 years ago was one of the best players in the area. Like, Jay was nasty.
yeah.
Big J Cruz?
Oh yeah, big time.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. He was one of the best. Like, he could pitch, he could hit, he could go play the field. He was one of the best around. Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you got Sexy Lexi. I guess he used to be an unbelievable center fielder.
Yeah, fast as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good fucking, really, once I was there, I was saying to them, I was like, I'm glad I finally watched you play. I didn't realize they had so many of those 22-a-day guys, a couple of them. They have a great mix. They are going to fucking annoy the shit out of people with that goddamn dugout. Like,
yeah, but you know what you're getting with those guys.
But some teams are going to go in the fucking tank because of them talking nonsense. You got Oski fucking running his mouth. You got all the boys there going like.
Oski bought a bottle of Patron, brought it onto the field.
Oh yeah,
he was over the first base dugout. He has it out on the field. Foster just looks over, stops the game, puts his hand out like, get it off the field. And he's like, oh, and he just hands it to someone on the other side.
You guys got to play in the pumpkin.
All right, fine.
That's in fucking Mass at the end of the year.
All right.
Talk about a good time.
Cabo,
It's a
I want to be
blast.
on that team. I think I may be on the outs with Murderers Row, though. I think this is the first time in 3 years Oski or one of the guys haven't offered me any Patron.
I think it
I
was
was
gone,
not offered
dude.
it. I think I'm on the outs. I think I'm in the shit house.
It was gone. They also ate. They beat us in the winners bracket semis, and we're walking by them, and they just go, "No food, just shots, just shots." So we like as we like are going out after we beat them, and I was like, "I thought you must have had some food." They're like, "That was our fucking problem. We had food," and I was like, "Thank you."
We were talking the outfield. We got talking about how many Cabos there are in this team. Some of the guys got laughing about that. And then at one point, I looked at El Mago. He was playing second. I think it was against you guys, Coco. I think he was playing one of your 14 lefties in like shallow left. Like, and I came up to the fence to see what the fuck was going on. But I got to tell you, after this weekend, watching what I saw, I feel really good about the D division this year as well and what could be happening. LAS, your boys from Connecticut, Mailman, the C team. I actually said it a couple times, and they know we say shit on here.
Uh-huh.
They know. They said next year.
But
They said
this
next
is
year
the
will be a
thing,
C
though.
team.
Look at these top. God, look at the top 9 teams. They would have no problem playing C. Look at them.
Any of those teams could go up, play C, and be an average to below average. Average is the high point, Dustin. Average is the high point.
I'm looking at some of them and I'm like, I don't know.
I also think it's great that you're like, or they could be below average. Yes, any team could be below average.
Yeah, but still, like
highly. I'm
good weekend.
Right.
Top 7.
Spartans now. I'm like, is this team? What do we? I mean, yeah, they're 5-2 this weekend. Came in 9th, but I don't know. I feel like they lose some weird games, or they got blown out in some weird games.
Yeah, but
Bonfire, Wolfpack. I don't think that team's competing in C.
Young Guns would struggle in C.
You think so?
They don't have the power. I think they don't have the power.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a good D team. I don't know if they necessarily have the power to compete in C. I think that's the bigger difference. Like Hitman, Murderers Row, LAS, Ville.
I don't think they would compete in C either.
Man, you guys are fucking killing me. I think those guys.
I'm just saying.
I think MT Sports Cars is a fucking good team. They should have beat us at the Blowy last year.
Different team.
Different team. Very different team.
Different team.
Okay. Fuck myself, then. I'll shut up.
I mean,
don't do it on camera like you tried doing like a month or two.
I will tell you, probably like a third of their starting 10 last year is playing C. And they probably have another guy or two that went to the Ville that could still be playing C. Maybe another 3 guys that could play C or be like on a C roster. I get what you're saying.
I just think
I
think the ability to have more C teams in the Northeast is really good.
But I think if you do it the right way, like I got talking to one of the guys on the GMB on Green Mountain Boys, they're like, I just don't want to get bumped to C because, I mean, the Hitmen is a C team reclassed. The Green Mountain Boys, they're like, I just, playing C, like we have to travel and like that's going to be very tough. It's the same Maine thing with, Vermont and Maine. I said, I hope you guys don't get bumped unless you win natties or regionals, whatever they're calling it this year, or if you place high up in worlds. I don't want to see them get bumped because of power ranking. I'm starting to finally get to the point of power rankings where it's like, unless you go out and finish top 2 in natties, and
it's hard because they use that all across the country.
I know they do.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. There's a difference between power ranking in Texas for a D team and Florida and all that than a power ranking for a team in New England. You know what I mean?
Well, like I think about Grizzly, and I'm not shooting you guys out here, but like I think about Grizzly a couple of years ago that only played local.
Yeah.
You think about, and then they went 0-2 at Worlds. You look at some of these teams that only play in New Hampshire, and like this year we're playing a lot locally, and it's great for me because I'm having the baby. Fuck Hitmen. Hitmen usually go to Worlds, and they have not had a great World showing Coco. Correct? Like how long? It's been a bit.
I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. So like they haven't had great World showings. So like if you're just staying locally, you're staying in Merrimack, playing Taunton a couple times, like in your high power ranking, you shouldn't get bumped. But the beast they do take into effect. So like I said that to the Green Mountain boys. I'm like, you're probably in a better space that you actually lost to us because it's not gonna weigh as much as if you finish top 3. Regionals Firecracker, that's gonna be a play, big play obviously, but we'll see. Like Murderers Row is probably in a pretty good spot to get bumped as of right now, if they keep doing what they're doing.
Let's see. I don't know the record.
I mean, right now I'm pulling it up. They're sitting at.
They're 69th in the country power rankings.
All right, so then they're not as high as I thought they may have been.
But
the Northeast is what I love.
21. They're 21-8.
They're 1162 power ranking.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at this. I'm like, in the power rankings, I like to look at teams winning percentage you beat and you lose to. I like looking at that.
Justin, what do you say the power ranking is they usually get bumped? 1,800?
No, 1150.
No, it's going to be 11 for D's. It's I would say D's is going to be anywhere at 1150 or higher. So I would say right now in the Northeast, you're looking at Hitmen is at 1147, LAS is at 1147, and then all these teams are above that. Murderers Row, Bean Shooters, Dream Warren, Phoenix Tube, Young Guns out of New York, and then the Green Mountain Boys.
Green Mountain Boys are at 1,300.
They're definitely they're getting bumped.
Wow.
There's no way even if they go 0 if the only 2 tournaments they play are regionals and worlds, they're still going to get bumped.
Yeah, because look at Cookies last year. I mean, I think they won.
Yeah,
but still, they had a shitty worlds. They were getting bumped before nationals. They were.
But they had like 3 good years in E.
But
right.
yeah, but at this point, like if you're Green Mountain Boys, you are like you just got to know we're getting bumped regardless, so we might as well go out and win these tournaments.
Yeah.
If they stay this is the best way. If they stay this track, they're getting bumped 100%.
But even Spartans,
I'm saying even if they don't, they're probably going to get bumped. Their power ranking is 1387.
Yeah, that's good.
They're almost at 1400 power ranking.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they're not getting bumped at this point.
You mentioned Hitmen. Hitmen jumped up from like 950 to 1150 just this weekend.
JRo,
Right, because it's such a big tournament.
They're fifth in the country power rankings.
The teams they've beaten, 547. That is the lowest in the top 5. Teams they've lost to, percentage is 656. Okay, so they're beating everybody they should, and they're losing to very good teams.
Yeah.
Right.
Which their teams they've lost to is the second highest in the top 5.
Yeah. I mean,
it'd be higher if we didn't have an extra loss from going 2-3 in a double elimination tournament.
Right.
The other thing though is that they have like a substantial amount of game. They have 25 games played too.
All in class.
Yeah. So I mean,
good point.
Yeah, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4 tournaments, and they've won 3 of them. There's no way they're not getting bumped.
Yeah, their run differential is 6.5.
Yeah.
It's almost double. It's almost double what their fucking runs against are.
Yeah,
Their
I mean, even if they shit the bed, which looks like it'll be hard for them to do, they're going to get bumps.
I don't see them shitting the bed the way these guys play. I think this is going to be a team we're going to see all year at the top of the. I mean, the 2 losses were. Then Blad's saying it here, right? Coco, you guys were 8 innings, and we beat them in 8.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We should have beat them in 7 if fucking somebody could have hit a gap or hit the ball out, but we'll not talk about that.
Maybe you should have EH'd. You would have had the legs.
One more curl.
I hate fucking EHing. I get too tired.
Too tired from EHing? But how many?
Yeah, because I get talking, I get distracted. If I'm in the game, I'm like Pucko. I like to be like engaged.
Because in EH and you're sitting on the bench, you're bullshitting, you're not in the game. I hate EH.
You're right. I should have had my hitmen swing against the Green Mountain Boys, and we wouldn't have seen the 8th.
No, their outfielders are good. They would have caught it.
No, the last one where you guys.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't believe that. So I asked Pucko today. I was actually surprised you guys played me pool. So I came up top 7 or bottom 7. I forget. I think we were home against you guys. So bottom 7. I came up. We needed a 3-run home run to get it going. Like we needed 2 or 3. And they played me poolside. And I said to Pucko, I was really surprised you guys gave me poolside. Or you gave me push side in the 3-4 hole was fucking bigger than my ass. And I was surprised. And I just kind of dinked one through it. And that's all I was trying to do because I wanted to pass it down to Chris Pope. I said to Pucko today, I was really surprised by that because I thought you might have gave me poolside and tried to let me blow it out and hope I miss. Because everything had been more like line drives as opposed to like big highs. And that's maybe why. But didn't matter. It ended in the next batter. So,
but you know what? I think looking at that, I would be completely fine as that as an outfielder, but someone who's been around it. I don't want you. Yeah, you could miss, but you could also go to the right side. And exactly what happened.
mm-hmm.
Right. So why try to talk you into going for the home run that ties it or wins it, whatever it was, or just let you go for the base hit to the right side late on Sunday when you could be tired anyway.
Yeah, true. I mean, I was hitting well that game. You know, Breen made a hell of a play. I was so excited. Breen dove to the line. I went backside down the line in my first at bat. I thought if he missed it, I might have had my first triple in like 4 years.
I definitely couldn't do that your next at bat.
I hit one right in front of you. No, but this was a great little tournament. Other teams that caught my eye. I will tell you, it was more the bottom end. Dream Teams coming down from New Brunswick. I hope you enjoyed the tournament. 0 for 5. You know,
I hope you enjoyed the area, the Seacoast area, and all it had to offer for you.
Hopefully, you got to the beach on Sunday.
It wasn't just 0 and 5. It was bad.
It was
a run differential of 18.
It was bad. They averaged 1.6 runs a game. That's
the Rock
bad.
wasn't much better.
3.2 and they allowed
double.
20.8. Yeah.
3.2 is doubling that. Jeez.
Oh. I do, but Snides, getting back to your point, I do think we have a little bit of a separation here with what we see in the Northeast with these. I do think most of the top 7 is what you'll see at the end, regardless if you mix more Connecticut, New York teams in. You know, if young guns from New York are in this, they always have a good team. I was surprised by So Far Gone going 3-3.
I don't know if that's the same. I don't think it's the same mix of guys as last year.
It's not. It's a little different. Yeah. But that one surprised me. Angry Shamrocks going 4-2. I thought they'd finish higher for sure.
Looks like they ran into the Spartans in the losers bracket, so that is tough too.
Yep. Yeah. So an A team was an E team. They should so they couldn't get an E, so they played D. Okay, that makes sense, Beersy.
Tyler, what's up, Tyler? I got
Tyler Neary.
My brother took the Panthers 5K to win the Stanley Cup.
Well,
so like having $5,000.
I would have put it on. I would have put it on Edmonton.
You want to know why? They beat He said they beat the best 3 goalies in the NHL to get to the cup.
Yeah, they really have. They really have, man.
So that's why.
I mean, what they've had to run through.
Mm-hmm.
But
Edmonton's good. I love McDavid. So
I've got a couple of good bets. Let's talk about that. I've got 2 bets. I was looking at the props last night on DraftKings, and there's 2 I really liked, and only 2. Zach Hyman. I think it was Zach Hyman to get 3+ shots on goal every game, and Sam Reinhart to get 3+ shots on goal every game. And those were pretty good. I mean, those were great odds. So, yeah, Reinhardt 3+ shots. He's missed it. He's hit it in every series except for 1. So he's missed it in 1 game. That's plus 1,000, and then Hyman recorded 3+ shots, and he's pretty close. That's plus 550.
If I remember correctly, the Panthers coach is the Wolfpack coach from this year, right?
No, Edmonton is.
Edmonton? Okay.
Yeah, Edmonton
All right.
is.
Same thing.
Chris
That's cool.
Knobloch. Yeah, so it's pretty good. The Cup is going to be great. I also would love to see Canada go wild with a Canadian team finally win.
How about the girl that showed her titties at the end of the game? You see that
Those
video?
titties were nice.
Those are 9.9.
So nice.
Uh-huh.
Those are some great tits. I'm bummed. I wanted to see Joe Pavelski win a cup before he retired.
Yeah.
It's a San Jose connection. We had, whatever. It was, we never got the cup there. We went to the cup once, and I would have loved to have seen Pavs win it, but he just retired after 18 years with a hell of a career. He's a Hall of Famer all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, great tournament. I will tell you a lot of discussion though, D and Snides even was. I understand why there's the separation between the upper and the lower, but there's a lot of discussion about how people wish it was still all one beast.
I agree, man. That's the fun of these tournaments. I wish one year JB would go back to the original Firecracker. Just 1 year. Do it.
It'd be awesome.
And that same year they can go back to the old beast and just have just an upper and a lower, rather than having 3.
But it has to get the beasts on the right weekend again. They have to get it where they can get teams to agree to come. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the beast is.
It was always been this weekend.
First weekend of June.
The first weekend.
I don't know. We never played in it.
I feel like you're the guy to talk about it then.
We never played in it.
But it was great. We got Pelham back. To play some U-Trip events. It's the first time in 3 years that we had Pelham back for U-Triple-SA events. Pelham's an amazing field, so great
That's
to
his
see.
favorite, guys. That's his favorite field.
Not the nicest field, but it's his favorite. It's the ambiance of the town dump right there.
Yeah.
You cunts. Speaking of fields, I want to talk about a little something that was put out today. There's a nice little women's draft-only draft-style slow-pitch softball tournament coming up here August 18th at Jetty Field in Hudson, New Hampshire. It is the Legacy women putting this little tournament on. It is $45 per player. There's a home run derby. I am most likely going to be down there. Oh, look at you, on point.
Is it this?
Yeah, I'm most likely going to be down there. Again, I told the Legacy ladies we would love to be there. Broadcast it, have some fun with it. I'm having a child. At that point, we should be fine. Amanda's already given me the green light. But yeah, if you want to play in this, women, make sure you sign up by the end of June. We're at about 20 players right now. We need 50 players to make sure we have the fields locked up. This is going to be an amazing time. Mo, Jenna, thank you very much for reaching out to us, including us in this and letting us be a part of this. All levels are welcome. You don't just have to be a fucking B player above. They just want to do what we consistently ask anybody that comes on this podcast. How do we grow the game? Come down. Jetty Field's a fun field to play at. Hang out. Let's have a great weekend. A nice little Sunday, August 18th, and have a great day.
JRo, I'll donate a bat for this.
Love that. Thanks, Snides. Hey, all right.
Yes,
Legacy. Mo, you hear that? We got an Anarchy bat coming donated for this tournament. That's awesome. Thanks, Snides.
Yeah, the winner can pick it whenever. They don't have to. I won't just send one. Whatever the winner wants to get.
Whatever the winner wants, their specs, they can do it for the home run derby. That's what we'll throw that in there. So, or maybe the winning team will figure it out. But thank you very much. That is awesome. This is going to be an amazing weekend. This is, I honestly, this is kind of what we've been trying to do, right? Like when we could still stream and, do the women's games and like have some fun and enjoy it. That's what it's going to be like.
I think we're at the point we just got to fucking do it again. Trey did about 1,700 games this weekend. He's only supposed to do 2 or 3. He was on the whole fucking weekend.
We're still live.
Maybe we'll just
That's fine.
We'll create a private group and nobody tell anybody what it is.
I know he's got the rights to do a couple games, but I feel like he did like every game this weekend.
You know what? We'll just do it without our fucking branding on it.
You have to be mute the whole time though.
I'll talk in an accent. I'll do my Tim Gunnish or my Juicy Jamal. One of my all three goes.
Usually you talk in an accent by the end of a night anyway. Y'all, I don't know where we're gonna see that guy again right there.
I'll only do it 30 milligrams and fucking a 6-pack deep.
So about that, adding to this tournament,
Yeah.
looking at it, right? We got that home run derby, 267 to left, 269, yeah,
Oh,
to center,
yeah.
and
I'd love
267 to right.
269 you.
That's sweet.
For the fans, the town website of Hudson says there are bleachers for spectator viewing. They have a
It's a
sandy
great little
hill for
place to hang
children to
out.
play in, and a
Coco,
portable toilet.
Coco,
So-
you're gonna enter the derby. You might be able to get one out.
Not with the Magic Mike.
No.
No, that bat she opened up Purdy at night.
Uh,
And no, I still couldn't.
But if you're interested in this women's draft tournament in August, message Mo Hamill or Jenna Gianelli. I probably said it wrong. It's probably wrong. I actually saw Nick Valducci at he's like, what do you think my last name is? I don't know. I called you Valdacci. So Jenna Gianelli or Mo Hamill on Facebook or any of the Legacy women, or message us and we'll put you in touch with them. So if you're interested in playing. Couple other exciting things have come out lately. D, you got the bracket for Below the Open.
I do.
That looks like a
And
good
I
little tournament
will-
this weekend.
Yeah, I will get that right
oh, we can share it.
here.
Oh, real quick, congratulations, like I said, to Woj for the Beast MVP, the bad beat infielder. I mean, hitman, shortstop.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Good little tournament here. The 10th annual Andy Below the Open. D, you guys got a nice early start.
Yeah, we've only played
Yeah.
one tournament.
Stan is here.
Yeah.
Is that the better of the two fields one? Is that the first one, or is that the one?
One is the one as you're walking in. Yeah.
That's the better of the two. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of strong teams in this tournament. It's going to be.
To tell you the truth, I'd rather play it. That's East Taunton, right? ET.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you guys are playing East Taunton too?
I think
No.
I'd rather
Yeah,
play
yeah.
there. I think I'd rather play there than at the other fields.
Wow.
That's in that neighborhood, right behind the
Yeah.
behind the houses.
Yep. Yeah, with
I think
a
that
tall
feels-
fence in left field.
Yeah, I think that feels nicer than the two.
The bathroom.
The
weirds me
infield-
out. You have to go
The
through, like,
infield
a
there
gate.
is a lot better. I think
Yeah. Mhm.
it's much deeper.
That's what she said. No, but this is always a great tournament. This Below the Open is always fun. Can you zoom in on the top portion of the bracket? I was looking at this before we went live here. Listen, season athletics. Dustin, you can take a break here. Season athletics.
I'll mute.
You guys want us to give you some love. We need you guys to not go fucking 0-2 or 1-2 in a tournament.
They need to have
Right.
their whole team. They need to have their whole team there.
That's
When
not
does
my-
that ever happen?
That's not my
I know.
problem.
Worlds?
I know. That's what they need to have their whole team.
Like they have a good team. They got a lot of good players there. It's just you're right. Like, are they going to show up? Who do they have?
I'm sure Folo's playing with them this weekend.
Folo's a
GTP's
whore.
not playing.
He plays everywhere. Whenever he
He
can play,
loves
he's
it.
playing. But you know what? This season's Spartans game is like who's going to fucking wake up first?
Yeah,
Like
I'm telling you, you know it's going to be a good game.
What?
I got the Chiefs against Thunder at 1:30. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, like
I
I
have
look
the
at
Chiefs
Chiefs.
winning their first two, and Chiefs is a scrappy team.
I think Chiefs win the first two relatively easily. Oh, follows with AUIT this weekend.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
So some things I'm looking for this weekend. And Snides, Dustin, tell me if I'm off base here. I'm looking to see if Chiefs continue the streak they've been on, staying hot, playing big in big tournaments. I'm curious to see if AZ Big Dog is actually going to show up and play, or if they're going to be what we've seen from them the last couple tournaments.
Yeah, me too.
AUIT, Are we going to see a big run out of them?
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of those are the three teams I have my eye on that I'm curious about. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on Bad Beat for this obvious reason.
And it's
Spanky, whatever. I want to see Dustin do well, so fucking suck.
Yeah, but this weekend will be interesting for us, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Little thin.
Yeah, dude. Whenever I put a team together, no one shows up. So
it's tested bats, right? Tested bats.
Yeah.
Tested bats. They're going to be using
Fires.
Baden Fires. Yep. Bring all your protection in the infield.
Yeah.
That's just you.
Bring an extra bat. Bring an extra bat with you to test, just in case.
Are they doing supplied or no this year?
No.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that one. You said that already. All right. So yeah, I mean, how? So you guys are thin. I hope you guys beat Toro because I don't want to listen to Spanky if I see him again. Like when I see him next. See, he already gives me enough shit for loving you, Dustin. Even though
Toro's good, man.
You don't love me. You don't love me. You just want to fuck me.
Yeah.
we tolerate. I do. I want to fuck you, and you and I tolerate each other at this point. Like it's just like a fucking marriage at this point.
There's fucking in your.
Yeah, it's not. But
No, I don't know what the fuck that is. My quarterly appointment should be coming up, but she's got a baby in there, so. I'm so glad she's in bed. She'd kill me when the edible kicks in. Simonelli, that's just a tough draw going into Thunder, regardless of what you do.
I think Thunder has all their guys are coming too.
it'll be interesting though with those fields.
Mm-hmm.
The ball flies out of there, man.
Yeah,
That team.
That's why we beat Platinum Fire last year. Is they hit like fucking 7 solo home runs. And I said,
Yeah.
you can't do that. And it's,
I mean, obviously, you got to think that Thunder is. Everyone knows Thunder is the favorite to win this, but the way that the ball flies out of Taunton is going to be interesting. With
what's the weather looking like?
Rain.
It's like sunny and 78.
Rain
Oh,
starts
it's
Thursday.
Up here anyway.
Let me pull up the weather report here for you folks in Taunton, Massachusetts.
Oddly enough, I have Taunton. I haven't been to a tournament there in 4 years.
Saturday, 78 and sunny. I have it right
So
here.
it's very
Saturday,
very different from here.
72 and 1/10 of an inch of rain, followed by. So Thursday's getting 6/10 of an inch of rain. Friday's getting 1/10. Saturday's getting 1/10. Sunday's getting just under 1/10.
There's been no rain in the last 2 weeks. We'll be fine.
It should be fine. Yeah, it should be. Thursday actually will be good to get some rain there. Unfortunately, I will not be. I would love to get down there, but like I said, I would be a fucking mess if Amanda went in labor. So I'm going to be staying home. And
Yeah, if you're broadcasting, make sure you have your fucking camera, your phone the right way.
Snides, we're not doing another tutorial. We're not.
And
No, we
not
don't have to.
backwards.
Yeah, just figure it the fuck out. Ask your buddy sitting next to you.
Be a
People
fucking
were-
adult.
People were talking about that this weekend. They're like, JRo's gonna be so pissed. Look at all these streams. They can't figure it the fuck out.
I had 3 or 4 people come up to me after one team. They're like, they're still doing it in fucking vertical. And I'm like, I'm going to hit. I don't give a fuck right now. Can we talk later about this? But no, this is gonna be a good one. I'm curious to see kind of how this all plays out. Obviously, like you said, the Thunder is the clear-cut favorite to win it, but I like that top half of the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
I really think we're going to see like a Thunder, Chiefs, AUIT top 3.
Yeah, I would like to see my boys wake up and actually do something in the last couple of tournaments, but Coach Mike might have to get his ass down up to fucking Connecticut and light a fire under their asses.
Well, this is in Massachusetts, so you would miss the tournament completely.
Okay, I'll make my way up to the Northeast.
All encompassing.
I don't know, man. I might go play BSC this weekend. I got invited to go. I might be sick from work on Saturday.
Oh, jeez. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah.
We're gonna edit that out.
Edit.
I'm not-
Edit.
And then what do we got? Do we got anything for the women coming up here? Anything big for the women? I think the women have a long break here. I know they're not real happy about it.
The women's
bowl?
firecracker. The women's firecracker is on Saturday as well.
Oh,
This
yeah,
Saturday?
So, what do they have a big one coming up? Or
like I said,
Nope, nothing.
It's
I was
this.
just talking to one of the
JRo,
girls.
wow,
It is
crazy.
remember when JRo used to care about the women's game?
Yeah,
I didn't have a
JRo
fucking-
was Mr. Women's Softball, and then I just had to step in and be like, "Hey, remember, it's probably the biggest tournament that they're going to play in the Northeast." Yeah.
I
Well,
can't believe it. I can't believe it's this early.
well, how about this? When the women's PIF, which is my favorite women's tournament in the entire country,
Here he
or
goes.
North
in
entire
this country.
entire
Country.
continent, and this
He's-
continent,
Wow.
we'll go in the world.
Yikes.
They kicked
You
in.
have Legacy fucking facing off against Grip It and Rip It in game one on Friday night.
This is for the second year in a row that this
Yes!
matchup. Yeah, right. But because do you want to know why?
Oh, let's hear it, Dustin. I would love
It's
to
because
hear it.
That's
it's
for
so
the
that
fifth.
it's so that a Canadian team can play against
Yep.
a US team in the finals,
Mhm.
or it gives them the best chance for that.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
one of those. You make one of the two best teams in the tournament have to play through the losers bracket.
I mean, I've seen the bracket. I hate that it's in the fucking. It's not in English.
It
You
is.
know what I mean?
You
I'm not
just
the one
gotta
I saw.
switch. You just gotta switch the. You gotta switch
I don't
the
go on the
browser to
site.
English.
Someone just sent it in our chat. And I'm like, this shit is fucking.
You know, you
We
can
are
still
firing
redirect
on
it.
all cylinders right now,
I'm
boys.
glad that they came up with a new one rather than the one that was made in Excel. The one in Excel is very hard to read, but there is a new one.
That
There
is.
is a new one.
I'm glad I'm on 25
do-
milligrams.
I do like the way that they changed the men's to
3 games.
the men's to just a 3-game guarantee. I think that's
Hey,
good.
you guys got fucked pretty good last year.
Yeah, we went 2-1 and we had a better run differential, but because Canadian rules, we didn't.
Yeah.
Because only
Yeah, 'cause
7
the metric
runs
system.
count in Canada.
That doesn't make sense
was
for
like-
a run rule.
What?
Shut it down, guys.
Oh, that'll be fun. I am most likely gonna be up there Saturday. Again, it all depends about
And
the bird.
AUIT is going, which is cool.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. But there also I am on a roster, so there may be a mic'd up dugout game.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty sweet. This women's firecracker is fire.
Yeah, good bounce back.
Heyo.
buddy. Good try. Good try.
When does this
So, I
end?
mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 B teams. You got Beloli, Louisville, Slugger, Valentine, which is on the opposite side of Grip It and Rip It and Legacy at the PIF. Bobby Pins, Lady Alpha, Jimmy's Famous Seafood from Maryland, Glen Burnie, Maryland, coming up. New Hampshire
Jimmy's
Legacy,
good.
Grip It and Rip It, OA Apparel, Sharks, Storm, The Motto from Clifton, New Jersey, and then you got Girl Scout Dropouts. Or, excuse me, that's a C team. But those are all the B teams. And then you have another 5 C teams, and then the rest are D. And you have some D teams in here that are going to take down some teams, for sure. Rally Pigs. We'll see what happens from there. So it should be a good one.
Yeah.
Good chat, boys.
I'm
Sorry.
stuck in like
I was trying to
last
see what
year's-
what
I
Coco
can't
wanted
find
to.
it online.
I was
I'm
looking
so-
at the
I'm
bracket to
trying.
see when the finals was. It's at fucking 9:40 at night on Saturday.
Oh, so they're doing it all on Saturday?
I think the last couple
Yeah.
of years they have.
That's right, they
Mhm.
do. They fit it's a one-dayer.
I mean,
So-
this has to be either Legacy, Grip It, or
Bobby Pins.
Bobby Pins.
Or Valentine. Like I think that
I feel like
Who's
they've
on
come.
teams
I feel like they've come down and have not really played well at this. In
they
years
haven't
past.
played well down there. Okay.
They came last year. I don't think they did well last year.
Right.
I don't know this Lady Alpha team. Oh, this Lady Alpha team hasn't played yet. Or maybe they have.
No, they
They got some points.
3-3 last year.
They went 6-0 at the Lady Razorback, finished 6-0. Well, this could be. I'm curious. This is gonna be a fun one. So HF2, don't know them. That was a D team, mixed D team. mixed C. Women's C, a team got bumped to Lady Alpha got bumped last year. So Lady Alpha went from women's C to women's B last year. So they're the team that got bumped. How have they only played one tournament this year? Unless they're playing a lot of One Nation.
It could be.
Mm-hmm. Right? Or GS?
That and there's just not a lot of women's tournaments
Down there.
early in the year too. Like
Yeah,
even around here.
It's a good mixed. Here's a good mixed team name: Hitting Gaps and Flipping Bats. Nuts.
All right, Coco, what do you got for us for an MFK?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Holy fuck, we're talking about kidnapping.
Kidnapping?
What?
I thought he
What?
said
Are we-
kidnap
wait,
and
what?
flipping bats.
Snuff films? You
All
ever
right, so we
watch
got
a snuff film?
Debbie Does Dallas, Caligula, the old fat. No, all right. Ice cream flavors. You're not making a sundae. Don't.
It's just the ice cream.
Just the ice cream.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cookie
close
dough.
my eyes.
Cookies and cream. Moose tracks.
You fucked up.
Yeah, that's all
You're-
chocolate in them.
What is
Yeah.
Moose Tracks?
It's
That's the one that
fucking-
has like
It's
the little
fuck
peanut
all.
butter cups.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't we just say
Does it?
Yeah.
peanut butter
Moose
cup?
tracks is little peanut
Can we
butter
change
cups.
it to like chocolate peanut butter then?
Sure. Chocolate peanut butter cup.
Or like Reese's peanut butter cup or whatever. Something like a peanut butter varietal ice cream. How's that sound?
Sure.
Does that work for you?
Sure. I had a good one and I forgot right as I sat down, so I had to like run.
Yeah,
through.
this one's kind of.
But anytime we've ever said that, it's been an hour later, and we're like, "Wow!" That was
And
actually
I
pretty
did say I was gonna sign off at 9:00 today, and I'm still here.
good. What time is it? Oh wow!
9:50.
It's holy shit!
It's almost 10 o'clock
Fucking-
and I'm falling asleep.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna marry the peanut butter varietal of ice cream.
Yes.
I'm going to fuck the cookie dough. I'm gonna kill off the cookies and cream.
So that's where I was going to, but cookies and cream is a really nice. That is really
So-
nice too.
But
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna fuck cookies and cream, and I'm gonna kill off the cookie dough. Because is it chocolate chip cookie dough or just cookie dough?
Well, it's usually vanilla ice cream. with the
9:50
chocolate
at night.
cookie dough.
Coco.
It's
Coco.
9:50.
Fuck you. Like,
I'm-
oh,
I'm-
I won the
I'm married-
beast. It's the year of me. Like, I'm
No.
not going to give you any details.
I'm marrying cookies and cream.
I'm marrying cookie dough. I'm
So,
fucking
fuck
the
you
meat
guys,
truck,
we're back.
and I'm filling the cookies and cream because I hate
I'm-
fucking chocolate as it is. So.
peanut butter on ice cream is the best condiment.
Yeah. Like the peanut butter. Yeah,
when are we
the
making?
peanut bu-
When are
the
we
peanut
making
butter
this as a
topping.
condiment?
I will
Cookie
take a
dough-
fucking scoop of
Right,
peanut
right,
butter
I
and
think-
put it in a bowl of ice cream and love
Cookie dough
life.
ice cream is probably my top 3 favorite ice creams.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No, see, I'm absolutely marrying the cookies and cream because you always know what you're getting. It's always going to be good. It's
Yeah,
always
but
going
you
to be
always
smooth,
know you're getting that chunky ass fucking cookie dough in your ice cream.
and I don't like it.
Corey also loves missionary. So it's his
Um,
favorite position. He likes to look into your eyes and just really feel
I gotta
connected.
send you guys a funny meme. It's from that today. You guys are gonna die laughing at you.
So
just said that.
for the one that was going to be easy, we have different opinions. So fuck you guys. I still
right,
got
but
it.
it was still pretty easy. We all came up with our answers pretty instantly.
pretty quickly.
It for me, anytime peanut butter and chocolate are becoming one, that's where I am.
It's like a good hot wife video.
I don't know.
Please
man.
explain how chocolate and peanut butter equals hot wife.
You don't
It's
have
just
to.
a
You
delicious
don't have
combo.
to explain.
No, it's a delicious combo. Like, it's delicious. It's amazing. It's fun to watch. It's exciting.
I just sent you guys the meme. You're gonna laugh at it now.
All right, let's see.
This is good podcasting right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
for the audio folks at home.
All right, we're fucking. Hold on, you guys, we're gonna end on this fucking thing. Let me share this real quick because this is a good one. And Jesus Christ, because I look at myself jerking off in the mirror sometimes, and it is not fucking pretty. That is
that-
all I.
Mila Kunis at the bottom, Olivia Wilde on the top, and who's the middle?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't even know who the. Yeah.
Those are actual
I don't-
actresses too. Those are not pornographic actresses.
Yeah. I
That's
don't know
why
who
I
the
know.
middle is.
So here's what we've been laughing at, everybody, is when men keep their eyes open during sex, you see these beautiful looking ladies on the left looking very Actually, I've never seen any of those looks before. But they look like they're enjoying themselves. And then on the right, you have why women keep their eyes closed during sex, because now you have Goldberg, some other fucking musclehead, and The Rock all looking like they're showing off their vinegar strokes. It's not pretty when men come. Let me just, yeah. It looks like we're getting a fucking good old fist in the back of the head.
Jesus. We're back to the kidnapping.
Oh, make sure you don't go in any vans with candy, kids. We'll see you next week. Hit your BP.
We just picked up an
Have
extra
a
person with
wonderful
that talk.
night.